Hi there. We just wanted to share with you real quick how to go about putting in your check-in and your progress update for your strategic plan work. We know you've been doing some great stuff, so now it's time to let everyone know what you're doing. And it's a pretty simple process that you're going to follow. First thing that you're going to see is you're going to see an email coming in from Microsoft Viva Goals, which is our platform that we're using for our strategic plan implementation tracking. And it's saying that your initiatives are due for updates. In Viva Goals, the word initiatives is synonymous with what we would call our strategies. So it's just basically saying, hey, your strategies need some updates. So I'm just going to click on this link right here that I need to go in and update my strategies or initiatives. And it's going to pop up a screen here in your web browser for Viva Goals. With this here, if you have multiple strategies that you're responsible for, you'll see those all populate here. You can see I've got 15 initiatives that I get to go through and update. Don't worry, I'm not doing those all in this video, but it's pretty straightforward. So you can see the name of the initiative here. If you hover on it, you can see the entire name. As you scroll down on the side, you'll be able to see all sorts of information like the progress that we currently have logged for it, who's responsible, what team it's part of, what time period we're working on, what we're working towards. All of those things are going to be present here. Now, this is the first time that this has been updated because I just put this in, and so we're not going to see anything yet. Now, over here on the right-hand side is where we're going to put in the information. So percent complete is how far along are you overall with this strategy? Yes, this is a little bit subjective. Just give this your best estimate here as to how far along you would say this is at. So I'm going to say that this one is at about 20% complete, and it's going to automatically calculate what it thinks you should be at for your status. And if it's, if you're feeling behind on it, okay, fine. But you can also adjust that. I think that this one's actually on track, so I'm okay. And then I'm going to scroll down here, and then in this text area is where you have some prompts to help you give some updates. Now, we have provided several different best practices for how to put these in. Remember, these are public facing, and so people are going to see this on the web. The Board of Regents, leadership across WSU, several different audiences are going to see your updates. So keep that in mind. Make sure that these are professionally written. Make sure that we're free of spelling and grammar errors, those kinds of things. And if you have sensitive information that shouldn't be shared publicly, it should not be going into this space here either. So keep those in mind. But you're just going to follow through here, and you're going to go in and put in your comments, highlights, brief summary. We're not looking for 5 pages on this. These are brief comments to give leadership an update on where things are at. And so, we're going to go in, and we have developed a series of self-help training materials. I would probably go in more depth. Personally, I look for about 2 to 3 sentences in that space, but it just depends on what you have and the work that you've been doing there. Roadblocks, if you have some roadblocks, things that you're facing, time is a challenge for our team, and we have not had bandwidth. Bet you haven't ever had that problem to complete this strategy yet. Next steps, we are editing our training videos and should have those posted by December. Okay, so you can put in just briefly on all of these. Remember, you're giving a flavor for what's happening. The depth level is up to you. But make sure that we're sufficient in helping create an understanding. Once that's done, you're just going to hit this check-in button. And that's going to save the progress. And if you have multiple, it'll then kick you to that next strategy for you to put in. If you're done, then it'll show you that. If you don't want to work on something yet, then you can hit skip and come back to it afterwards and work through those. And then once you're done, you'll see that final check-in and submit, and you're all done updating those. So thank you for the time that you're putting in on this. We know that it does take some time to do, but it's also a really important aspect of our strategic plan implementation. And so the content and material that you put in here really does make a difference as we track our strategic plans and make sure that we're moving forward. Go Cougs!